Good evening. My name is Robert Thomas, and I will be giving a persuasive speech to you guys, and hopefully you will listen. Today, I will be giving a persuasive speech about driving over the speed limit. My title is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly about having a driver's license. The topic is driving over the speed limit, because without a license, you can't drive at all. My purpose is to inform you about why you should obey the law by not speeding. A lot of people like to break the law and speed. A lot of people don't, but I'm going to tell you why you should. Car accidents, deaths, citations, and loss of your driving privileges. These are things to think about when you receive your driver's license. When you go pick them up, take your driving test, and they finally give you a hard copy in your hand. Today I'll talk to you about obeying the law by not speeding and the consequences that come along with breaking these laws. Attention. Greeter. Have you ever heard or known someone who drove over the speed limit and something bad happened to them? I have. Driving over the speed limit is a serious action that can cause a lot of problems for yourselves and possibly others. That's why you should obey the law and not speed when operating a vehicle. The people who should receive credit is the lawmakers in Congress, and most of all, yourselves. I say Congress because they created laws that would keep us safe if we as people learn to obey them. Also, I say yourselves because you are the ones that take on the responsibility of all laws when driving a vehicle. My first image is slow down, obey the speed limit. Because you should not be speeding, and there's a speed limit for a reason. So you should obey it at all times, so that way you don't get hurt and nobody else gets hurt. You are the ones that help keep the laws effective. Without us, why make laws? Even though you may not agree to them, they're there for a reason. Congress lawmakers are like the head of the household, and we all are the children. So they run the streets, they run the roads, they set the rules, set the laws. And if you get in trouble, you do something wrong, you go see them. Car accidents, deaths, citations, and loss of driving privileges. These are things to think about when you see the driver's license. Today, I will talk to you about obeying the law by not speeding and the consequences that come along with breaking the laws. Obeying the law can reward you in many ways. Let's take a look. The positives of obeying the law. 1, jobs. If you have a job, if you have a driver's license, a valid driver's license, you are able to drive to your workplace, drive back. Some jobs require you to have a clean driving record. So if you have citations, speeding tickets, accidents on your driving record, you may not get a job that you like to help pay your bills, to help do things you like to do. Independency. When you have a driver's license, you're independent. You can get up, put your key in your ignition, and drive off and do what you have to do. You may be going to work. You may be going to go hang out with friends or family, or you may be just going down for a normal drive down the road. But you don't have to worry about asking anybody to drive you anywhere, as long as you got a clean driving record and you obey the laws. Saving money. You can save a lot of money by obeying laws, especially speeding laws. You won't have to pay any fines for your licenses. You will have cheaper insurance because of a clean driving record. Because granted, car insurance people, of course they look at your driving record. Why would they want to insure somebody that has high tickets and give you a low payment? They're going to jack up your payment rate for the many tickets that you have. So I advise you to just obey the laws. It will make your life a lot easier and better. Do you think rules are meant to be broken? That's a statement I hear a lot. Let me tell you what will happen if you do break the rules. Consequences for breaking the law. 1, you might get a citation by this machine right here. This machine right here is a radar meter of a cop that's watching your speed as you're driving down the road. You may not know it, but he's watching you. And you might get a citation if he feels like giving you one. When you're driving, you see a speed limit. It says 25, but you go 32. There's a digital meter that lets you know how fast you're going. So when you see this, just expect that you may possibly see this man doing this, reading your speed, and possibly giving you a citation soon. That's somewhere where you're going to lose money. That's somewhere where you're going to lose your driving privileges, lose your job, lose everything that you don't work hard for. Your loss of driving privileges is a big thing. You get too many speed tickets, you're driving too fast, driving too much over the speed limit, getting too many citations by the police. That's when you're going to go meet the Congress lawmakers. Then they're going to put you in timeout. They're going to take your driving privileges, your license. You won't have it for a certain amount of time. You're going to have to pay fees. And you will also possibly have to go to court, depending on what the case may be. I will share personal experience. I did this topic because I'm guilty of this crime. I have been cited for 2 speeding tickets before, both going 20 over. I was going 85 and 65 every time. So this topic right here, it means a lot. That's why I hope that I can touch everybody's heart to not speed anymore. Because I almost lost my license to driving over the speed limit. And then I would have been paying all the fines, losing money, possibly losing my job because I can't get back and forth to work, can't pay my bills, lose my house, can't do anything. All because I wanted to rush and get somewhere when I could have just took my time and obeyed the speed limit and not got caught by a police officer using his radar. Car accidents are a big thing. 1/3 of all fatal car crashes are related to speeding. It's inevitable. Yes, you want to get somewhere real fast, you have to go somewhere real fast, but at the end of the day, I would rather be safe than sorry. And I would rather tell you to be safe than sorry. So if you see the speed limit say 35, I would say go 35, not 36 or more. Because driving over the speed limit is breaking the rules, and you could possibly get in a car crash, hurt yourself, hurt others that didn't even have nothing to do with you for the day. Innocent bystanders. So accidents are a big key to speeding. Because you not know how people drive. Somebody may run out in front of you, and you're just flying down the road, and boom, there it is. And you may end up with something like this because you're driving too fast, and you created a car accident. Now, who knows if that person survived or not? Okay. I would say this: put yourself in that driver, in that vehicle right there that struck the truck. Of you speeding down the road, breaking the rules of the speed limit laws. Deaths. Every accident, you may get out of it, you may not. So if you have a crash like this, 9 times out of 10, that person or people that's in the vehicle that you are responsible for, if you are the driver, that you just possibly killed every last one of those people. And if you survive, that's a mental hard task that you have to deal with every single day. And you may go and meet the lawmakers in Congress for your action. So next time you're driving, you want to think about driving over the speed limit, or rushing somewhere, take the extra time to leave early or plan earlier to get up earlier or leave early to make sure you have ample amount of time to not speed, and make sure you are there safely, and make sure everybody that's in your vehicle is safe also, including yourself. In this speech, I talked about the positives of obeying the law and the consequences if you break them. I hope I reached out to you enough to get you to understand how important it is to not drive over the speed limit. You should take the information I have shared with you to heart and use your best judgment when driving in your vehicles by not speeding. The next time you are behind the wheel of your or anyone else's vehicle, think about what I have shared with you today. You don't want to be that male or female pulled over by a cop getting a citation, losing your license for speeding too much, getting too many citations for driving over the speed limit, breaking the laws, because you only get a certain amount of times to break the law before they take your privileges away, and possibly for good, and you never get them back. And the worst case scenario is you don't want to be in an accident. You don't want to be this person that was speeding and got in an accident and hit somebody else. Now, this accident doesn't just affect you. This affects everybody that was in the car, your family and friends, and possibly anybody else that got hurt, family and friends. So the next time you drive your vehicle and you have to feel like you need to speed, think about all this information I'm telling you right now, and don't speed. And you don't want to be these people that I've just named because you choose to do the wrong thing by breaking the law when you drove over the speed limit. Thank you.